Good morning.
Morning.
We're back at the Dynamax facility. We've got a tour scheduled this morning. It's Wednesday, January 24th.
9 a.m.
So
we're early for me.
So we're not sure if they'll let us film the tour or not. So we'll let you know. You'll see it as soon as we do.
We run 2 production lines, one for our Freightliners and then one for our 2 Isata brand.
I used to do inspections on buses on the lines back in the day, so I've been through a few plants.
Good morning.
First stop will be our weld shop. We do all the walls and floors in-house.
Nice.
1.5 inch by 1.5 inch aluminum tubing. Hey, good morning.
Morning.
Comes in raw through that back door, and then we'll mount it up on our jigs. We do MIG welds. Everything's framed in aluminum, so no wood framing at all around all the different openings, so we don't have to worry about moisture issues there, and those openings breaking down. We grind down all the different welds, so we're putting a Corvette quality paint job on, so we don't want any high spots or imperfections on our sidewalls. We'll do, wood backer into the actual crevices. That ensures better screw retention.
Yep.
So our smaller rig, the Isata 3 series, is going to have a thinner sidewall.
Okay.
Versus your Force has an 1.5 inch thick. Once all that insulation's in, this is our triple stack vacuum lamination machine. Triple because there's 3 layers. The first layer that's going to get laid on this roller table is your gel-coated fiberglass, what you see from the outside of the coach. Laid up on this table, and that machine's going to lay a layer of moisture-activated glue across.
Okay.
We're going to set on the framing, followed by more glue, followed by your wallboard. Once we have those 3 layers together, we're going to roll it over into one of our 4 vacuum bonding bags. Then we seal and vacuum bond for over an hour apiece. So instead of doing like a vacuum bond pinch roll system, ours is a true vacuum bond. So once that wall's been finished, they're going to set it up on one of these tables, and they're going to route out all the different openings. One thing we do too is install using a Luan for the substrate to your fiberglass outer wall. We're using a composite, so we don't have to worry about moisture issues. Also cause of delamination.
And everything's all where all the windows are and everything are all pre-welded into the frame.
Pre-welded in, yeah. Even the slide outs, like that's a slide out box.
Okay, yeah.
So instead of using generic slide out boxes that might have fit issues, those have been custom fit into that sidewall there.
Okay.
Then this is our cabinet shop, wood shop and cabinet shop. This is where the cabinets will be assembled. We use all maple hardwoods, 3 different finishes, 2 stains, and then an off-white paint. So those are our 2 different stain finishes that we're running currently. And this is our gray mist painted cabinetry. Right now we're running all LG solid surface counters, and we're doing that lit edge in the galley. But this is where all the birchwood constructed pantry boxes are going to be assembled, and then they'll be rolled over to the line to be lifted in before the sidewalls get mounted. So once we get the chassis, we'll send them first to MORryde to do the upfit. And so we'll have to take a look at this Isata project, show you what I'm talking about there. So when I say upfit, I'm referring to the extension and the outriggers on each side from the platform that we built on. They'll also MORryde will mount our battery tray, step well, leveling deck. It's nice to have all of our outfits go through MORryde. We pay a premium for it, but they're laser leveling each and every cross ring to make sure we don't have any torsion issues.
Perfect.
And then the actual initial harnessing, harness assembly is going to go on in that 3rd building. Okay. And then once we get in here, we're going to start mounting the different rotocast boxes, start mounting the propane tanks, the batteries, the generator. Phase. So over there is your production line, so we'll start over there. So you can see we're able to, having that 3rd building, we're able to kind of spread this out a bit. Mount the floor, route out for all the above ground plumbing, start mounting some cabinetry, everything that we can before we start mounting the sidewalls and the roofs. So,
nice.
So this is where we'll start mounting the different storage bay doors.
So those are actually different than they were online. Mine just had little angles holding the body to the frame, and that's what was broken on mine. And now I see they got, looks like bigger tubing.
Yeah, MORryde.
So that's good.
Constantly evolving. So we run a lot of the Explorer package now. That's going to come with like 600 amp hours of lithium, 1,000 watts of solar on the roof. More of an off-grid 4-season package to it.
Oh, look at all the insulation.
So yeah,
Ours was a little frozen when we got here from the drive.
Our wet bay froze up on our drive up this week. So
yeah. So with that Explorer, we're going to thermaline the sewer bowl where the black and gray tanks are housed. All of our fresh water tanks are now above floor under the bed.
Yeah, that's what I was just doing.
Yeah, and so then 2 of our brands that don't have aquats. If you don't have an aquat, then you're going to get a secondary 12-volt ceramic heater.
Okay.
That is thermostatic controlled, kind of as a backup heat.
That's actually what I was looking to wire something like that into ours after this trip. So that's cool.
But yeah, all the plumbing's being done now. We use all PEX piping in there.
Well, these must be Europas because they got the smaller hitch on the back. It looks like.
Yes. Yep. And I know it's the only Freightliner we just run the Lino in.
Is there insulation in the floor also?
Yes, full flush shell insulation. So that's the actual aluminum roof truss as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so we don't vacuum bond our roof. It's more of a residential like structure.
Okay.
So you're gonna have the aluminum roof trusses that are 14 inches apart on center. And then we're framed in aluminum for your different AC or power roof vent openings, skylights, that kind of thing. What goes in between all these crevices is a residential fiberglass band insulation.
Okay.
Plus all the different roof wiring. And then if you look over there, you're going to see a 3/8 OSB board that's going to be laid over the top of those trusses.
Okay.
And then your roof skin is actually in a roll over here. So that's your fiberglass roof skin.
Fiberglass to go on top. Okay.
So as you step down over here, you'll see what's unique is it's a one-piece crown fiberglass roof, but there's no side transitions. There's no side transitions around the corners.
Right.
You actually roll it over and connect it with your gutter rail. And then your front and rear caps go over the top of that skin with multiple layers of steel.
Okay.
Fully walkable roof. We'll swing on over into the paint process next. What's happening on this side of getting the sidewalls and roof framed and assembled is just putting in the different, like the refrigerator and different furniture before we start putting in the sides, the actual slide out box. What's unique about having paint in-house is that we paint the sides of the slide before the lift and mount the slide.
Oh, okay.
That makes sure that we don't have any ugly overspray on the slide seals. We also don't have any ugly paint lines and we get the last 6 inches of that slide no one else gets. This is the beginning of our paint process. About a 3-week process. We're going to spend 2 to 3 days just in this paint prep area. Real high-powered lights that are going to reveal any imperfections. We're sanding down the entire coach with 325 grit during this stage. What that's doing is getting the paint teeth so you have proper paint adhesion. And we're also just getting rid of any high spots in the wall itself. Also during this phase, we are going to put those hydraulic lifts underneath each tire, lift up, and then we're going to seal the underbelly. What we're protecting against there is mice. Mice can shrink down to the size of their heads, so we don't want any little openings for them to get in. After that's done, a whole lot of taping goes on for the masking process. We're going to have to tape around all the different door handles, around the wheel wells, just so we can do that base coat, that primer coat and that base coat. You can see some are in that initial phase. Then if there's like a white stripe, we're going to paint the whole thing white before we move on to the next layer of masking. Here's the DX3.
Gets to go in and out of the paint booth a dozen times.
Yeah, we have these 3 downdraft paint booths, so 5 different layers of masking are going to be going on as the units come in and out of the paint booth. We got a Explorer dark painted there. So a lot of hand-done drop shadows. What makes us unique too is that we're going to put the horsepower and torque on there, but we're going to blade every paint line too. So when you run your fingers over the lines, you're not going to feel them. That looks like a matte finish now. Clear coats going to multiple layers of clear coat are then going to get sprayed on and baked. Our cutting and buffing process is about 3 days, but we're going to sand it with 5 different layers: 1,000 grit, 1,200 grit, 1,500 grit, 2,000, and then 4,000. Wow. And then we're going to buff the entire thing. So what we're doing there is we're getting rid of that orange peel, grainy texture to the paint and giving it more of a deep lacquer-like high automotive finish to it. So here's the Dynamax XL. The XL is unique too because we'll actually scheme match the size of the slide. We'll also scheme match the door jambs too.
Oh, nice.
So
That's awesome.
yeah. Since Dynamax was its own company before bought by Forest River in 2011, they were really set up to do their own quality control inspection, PDI inspection. So this is our 900 square foot rain booth.
Perfect.
Poke your head through there. You're going to see we're going to put pressurized rain at all those different angles with the slides in and the slides out, making sure that we don't have any risk for leaks. Even just, you know, air conditioner gaskets, you want to make sure you get those just right.
So I see a lot of them. I mean, most of these are all this Explorer package stuff. Do you do like them in batches where you paint all one style at one time, or is it just?
Yeah, everything we build has been ordered by our dealers or pre-sold retail through our dealer base.
So that just happens to be the one that everybody wants right now. Okay.
Yeah, these are the final finish units. They're not going to be done, but yeah, they're going to be a little ugly inside.
The light top centered again. Now I got to look at ours again. I was pretty sure ours was centered on the Whitman door. M2 106 Plus. Kind of like those black wheels. American racing wheels.
Hi there. How are you? Good. Don't mind us. We're just looking around.
That XL scheme is fantastic. That's the titanium. Sure. Top seller for us. And then we do a lot of Corvette colors. So we have Admiral Blue up there in a DX3.
Yeah.
And what floor plan did you say you have?
We have the 37TS.
37TS.
Okay, so bunkhouse there. This is a 3400 KD. This one sells really well for us because it's just at 37 feet. So in the DX3 it's 36.8, and an XL it's 6 inches longer because it's an XL. You have that larger radiator, longer hood.
Yeah.
So 37.2.
Look at the counter space.
Yeah. In a shorter floor plan. Yeah. And this is that newer wood that wasn't available when you guys bought it. Something had to give when it came out with the Europa. Really fit a nice niche market. Both floor plans are under 34 feet in length. This one's a 31 SS. This one's a 32 KD. So a short Super C, we really had so many customers clamoring for that. This 32 KD has a fixed king bed, whereas this one has a folding king bed. So this floor plan is actually available, still under 34 feet, available in our DX3 and our Dynamax XL too. So.
Oh, you're doing this floor plan
in the Shorty, in the DX3 and Dynamax XL, and it's been received quite well for us.
I'll bet.
Short is selling very well right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, then it's just trim levels. So the Europa really matches our Isodify from the trim level standpoint. Our sales team, we walk every single coach, so we come out with tape and we mark up anything. So
I'm a real estate agent, so we do that.
We do green tape. Yeah, so
and new builds. So.
Yeah, and we've been doing that for about 2 years. Initially, it was a lot more work just trying to learn how to work together. But we've gotten to the point where they know what we're looking for, and the product's really improved. Kind of helps reduce warranty claims, that kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Perfect. So yeah, that's Dynamax.
Well, that was our tour. It was kind of a quick walk through, but it was nice to see under the skins, I guess I could call it, of what was built underneath. See some upgrades since our models. Some of the issues that we've had recently have been, looks like they've addressed those and already updated them in the newer models. So that's good to see. They're on top of things.
That was really good. It was neat to see the whole campus. It's 35 acres. The
paint process is amazing. They go through a lot of tape to do all that painting and to make it look as nice as it does. And I have to admit, I think it's one of the best looking paint jobs I've seen. So
a lot of Explorer packages, which are
that's the new thing. The new trend, I guess, is the Explorer package. They got 1,000 watts of solar on top. They've got 2 300 amp hour lithium batteries on board. I can't remember what else, but there was a few other things.
I think they were gonna do like extra insulation or heaters in the wet bays.
Yep.
Things like that. Things that, you know, we kind of experienced this trip.
Yep.
That we would have been able to use.
Absolutely.
New floor plans too.
Yep.
Lots of shorter rigs.
Yeah, they got rid of the Force model, and the Europa has kind of taken that over, so it's a little bit smaller. They're 34. They got them 34-foot length models now, so they're pretty nice looking rigs.
Not that we're gonna shop anymore.
No, we're happy with ours, and we've got a few modifications to make on ours, and it still is gonna treat us well for a while until we, you know, hit the lottery and can get a big custom built one big someday, maybe.
Yeah, 1492, here we come.
Exactly.
1492 Coachworks is what I should say.
Yep. So that's it.